Hi everyone, welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Mrs. Griffith, an art teacher from Montana. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi there! So I'm Jennifer Griffith. My kids call me Mrs. Griffith. I teach at a K-8 elementary school in Montana. I also teach French and culture, but my passion is art. I'm so excited to be a part of the Artsonia After School Club to share that with you and to create some beautiful artwork. So enjoy and have fun and let's create. All right, so let's get started. I know that I'm going to do my nose just a little bit down from the half paper, so lets me know how I'm doing it. I'm just going to put two upside down kind of teardrops. And I was using a pencil. You can start with pencil if you'd like. Whenever you're practicing drawing or doing something new, it's always nice to kind of start with pencil to fix what you've done. But I'm going to go ahead and do mine in marker so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I have two kind of little teardrops that are upside down. Raindrops defying gravity. All right, then we're gonna make a kind of a covering around those nostrils, and we're just gonna kind of come up and go down almost like we were making a heart, but not all the way. So we're gonna have a nose like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and draw that giraffe's cute little chin. So we're just gonna bring almost a U with really round edges down and around, okay? So the next part is where our half of our paper really comes in handy. So what I like to do is put my, the bottom of my palm on there, and to give me kind of an idea, I'm gonna put a little dot just above my thumb, and I'm gonna do that on the other side. So I kind of have a good idea of how much above I want my giraffe side of the face to be. And the giraffe side of the face actually starts with a straight, somewhat diagonal line kind of down, and then it really goes out far and then comes down and around just like that. So we're gonna come down and then make it go pretty far out and then come down to the nose. All right, so we have a little bit of a face there. Now, giraffes have these really cool, funny little horns, but they're not really horns because they're fuzzy. But they're pretty easy to draw because they're kind of like an M. So once you have your face drawn, you're gonna go ahead and draw an M. So you're gonna go up and then down and then up and then down. And you're gonna meet those two lines together. Now we have something sort of like a rabbit slash cow slash goat. We are gonna get there, I promise. So the next thing we're gonna do, we have the nose, right? And now we wanna go ahead and add the eyes. So let's add the ears first. The ears, let's do the ears. Now the ears are going to come out for the side because they have these horns here, and the easiest way to start their ears is their horns are blocking their ears just a little bit. So it's gonna come down, and it kind of comes down and then, oh, a hill. And it kind of comes out and then back. And then down a little bit, oh, a hill, and then back. And then just like we have squiggles in our ears, giraffes have squiggles in their ears. Feel your ear. Do you have a little squiggle in there? Kind of, huh? All right, so now our eyes from our giraffe are actually gonna be right below those ears, and that's what's helpful. And the eyes are gonna be on the side of the face. So we're gonna draw some eyes. And one thing that I do just love about giraffes are their absolutely adorable, very, very, very long eyelashes. So let's draw some eyelashes on our giraffe. And then lastly, our giraffe obviously has to have a body. The best thing to do is for our giraffe looking at us is just draw a straight line all the way from that middle of the chin there, all the way there to the bottom of your paper, and then maybe a diagonal line from the side of his face over to the side of your paper. Okay, so now we have our giraffe. let's make him colorful. And I have some fun things to make our giraffe colorful. I got some beads here. I got some crayons because I end up with a lot of crayons. And I figured you might have those at home somewhere. And then I just grabbed some plastic wrap and tied it at the end with a rubber band to print. So if there's anything else that you want to add with marker, you can go ahead and do that now. I think I'm going to add some maybe eyes to my giraffe. And any other designs you want to add, you can do that. Of course, you'll make some beautiful designs with your paint. So over here, I have a palette of paint. I have my warm colors, which are my fire colors, my red, orange, and yellow. I always think about when the sun's coming up in the morning, it's going to warm us up. And then when it's going down at night, it's going to cool us off. And I do live in the mountains, so we get the purples, the blues, and the greens on our mountains at night. And we have the beautiful red, yellow, and oranges that happen in the morning when we wake up. So to print and make my design on my giraffe, I'm going to go ahead and do warm colors. So to do that, I'm just going to dip and dot. And I'm just dotting wherever I want to dot, and it's giving me kind of some fun texture to my giraffe. I might go in some orange now and dot. I'm all done with that. I have my messy mat here, so I can just set that to the side. Let's see over there. Can you guys see that? A little bit closer. How about this side? There we go. And then maybe I'm going to take some of my crayon. Has a nice flat kind of dot. You know, another fun thing to use is Q-tips are really fun to paint with when you're designing your animal. So I'm just going to maybe give him some dots on his chin there. You can see that my first dot has lots of paint on it, so it's almost a perfect circle. And then as I go over to the side, that paint's running out, but I really like that effect with it's kind of going off a little bit. And then I thought these would be fun. I'm just going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dip and drag. I'm going to dip and drag those into my red and my yellow and my orange. And then I'm going to add some color with that. And as you can see, this is covering a lot more space than, say, a brush. I have a lot less control of where it goes than if I used my crayon or if I used my Dippin Dot with my, which is a really good ice cream, by the way, Dippin Dots, that I can use with my plastic here. So I've kind of got some fun swirls, and I'm going to maybe make it a little bit closer together right here to show a little bit of shading. And I've got a really nice orange there, don't I? All right, and maybe some dots on the ears. So I really wanted to think about my warm and cool colors. I have my warm colors on my giraffe, and now I'm gonna add some cool colors. And I'm gonna do that with a brush. So I have 3 brushes, and I'm kind of thinking that my giraffe loves to be in the jungle, right? Loves to be in the jungle with lots of green and berries and yummy things. So I'm thinking of some short brush strokes for the jungle. They remind me of leaves and going through the forest. Sometimes you can't see the other side. There's all these little branches in your place. Sometimes the jungle's really fun. I actually don't live in the jungle. I live in the woods, but sometimes when you get out into the woods, it can feel like the jungle. So since I kind of had a pattern of printing on the inside, I'm keeping that pattern a little bit with some texture, and I'm going to do some green. At this point in time, I don't want to mix my colors, so I'm using a different brush. Of course, you know, if you didn't have another brush and you only had one, you can get your brush cleaned in water in a cup and then dry it off on a towel so you don't get all that water on your paper and you get that color off. Oopsies, I had a little beautiful oops where my green came over. And then I have one more color. Do you know what it is? It's purple! So I have some purple to add on there. And my brush is a little stiff. It actually makes these cool, almost flower shapes if I press it. Not pressing too hard because I want to take care of my brush. But I'm going to add some more purple over here. And maybe over here. All right, I got some purple. And then I could leave it like that, or maybe I would take my blue and green brush and I might mix it a little bit. Go over there and give it a little bit more texture. So I've just got two brushes in my hand and I'm extending those dots a little bit to make it a little bit more jungly. All right, and then I have my very sweet and very loving giraffe. Almost deserves a name, don't you think? Have a great day. Thank you. All right, you know how when you get a letter and it says PS? So stands for Postscript. I'm back with a little postscript with Mr. Giraffe or Mrs. Giraffe here. If you would like to go over your lines with black paint and once it dries, mine was not dry when I finished, and that's why I came back with a postscript. But I think going over those black lines with black paint and a brush really gets you more contrast and a little bit finishing touches with your design and your beautiful creation. So I'm actually dipping with a brush into a little jar of black paint, as you can kind of see here. And notice the difference in just my black marker and then me adding my paint to it. And it's really significant. So especially if your Sharpie isn't brand new and it doesn't make those really crisp dark lines. Thickens up the lines a little bit, which is okay. My line kind of went over my eyelashes, so I'm just going to add some more. And you can add where you want. Maybe you want to keep the ears a thinner line. Maybe you want the ears a thicker line. Maybe you want to keep those squirrely lines inside that make up the inside of our ear a thinner line. So these are choices that you get to make. Even though you're following a tutorial, you still get to make some pretty awesome art choices about your piece. You can always learn how to do something, but how to make it your own is yours. All right, so I just wanted to PS, oops, I didn't get the other side of my giraffe, which would have been fine, but I wanted to do it on all of it so you could see what it looked like. I just think it really adds a lot of really nice touches. So now we're finally finished. All right, thank you.